I actually read 2 books. They are thin, but it's still 2 books of my physical TBR. Yay! Hello everyone, welcome to my February wrap up. This month again I read 4 books. I'm so excited, I'm so happy with my consistency. For this year actually my goal is to read at least 30 books, but like last year, I think last year I put on 20 books on my Goodreads and I did read more than 20 books. So this year I put on 30. So if I do my calculations right, if I read 4 books every month, I'm definitely gonna read more than 30 books, which I'm very excited about. Like I mentioned in my previous video, my January wrap up, I'm actually really enjoying the amount of books that I'm getting to read. It is not too fast, it is not too slow. It is more books than one that I usually did, but it is still in that sweet spot where I'm really actually enjoying the stories that I'm reading. So I'm doing audiobooks, I'm doing my Kindle, and I'm doing physical books as well. And I think that was the one thing that helped me being able to read more. Not just to, tick off how many books I've read, but actually getting to stories that I want to read. Because let me tell you, on my physical TBR and my actual overall TBR, there's a lot of books. There's a lot. This is really actually just the start for me. I kind of started last year already, but I'm feeling so much into it. I'm absorbing, eating all the bookish content out there, and I've been enjoying it really a lot. So yeah, I'm excited for the year ahead. Okay, so the first book I read was Romancing the Princess by C.K. Brooke, and it is described as a fantasy. So fantasy is not really a genre that I've ever read. I don't think so. I really wanted to try it out and was excited for the first one. Now I will say it is not, I don't see anything that's really fantasy in it, except I'm not gonna spoil, I'm trying not to spoil, but the one place in the whole entire book is like a sentence that might be fantasy, where a special key was needed. But I would describe it more as a romance adventure type of situation. Even though I actually wish that there was a second book. I don't know if there's a second book. Why do I feel like there's a second book? But if there is, or it ended in a way like there should be a second book. Like you're like, and then nothing. So for a first fantasy, yes, no, that's definitely. As a fun adventure, yes, I enjoyed it. My first physical TBR book is Putting an X Through Anxiety from Louis Giglio. It is short, it is sweet, it is powerful, and it's practical. When you are mentally in a place filled with anxiety, you just don't always think clearly or straightforward, and you can get overwhelmed quite easily. And that is one of the reasons why I will definitely suggest this book to anybody, is because it is short, it's sweet, it's small, it fits in your pocket, and most of all, the way that he speaks, the way that he writes is understandable when you are having anxiety or, just going through it. I mean, there's not a lot of chapters as well. The one chapter that I really enjoyed, and actually I did use it not long ago. Afterwards I was thinking of it and I was like, that's something Louis Giglio wrote about. But it was actually the worship chapter. Like I said, I don't want to give everything away. Buy this book, read this book, it's good. The next book was Seems Like Murder by Tilly Wallace. The Grace designs mysteries. Now, might be a blonde moment, but seems like murder. Do you see the wording, the spelling? It's a seamstress. It was so clever when I actually aha, noticed it. But anyway, clever play on words. So yes, it is about a seamstress. There's a murder. They think the seamstress is the one that committed the murder. It wasn't. And it's just about her journey, trying to figure out who is actually the murderer and why, so that she's not the one going to jail. I actually enjoyed the whole story, but it was one of the weirdest endings. It just left you. It was not even on a cliffhanger. It was like they were telling the story, and the last chapter, it was just like, oh yes, boom, blah, done. What? I enjoyed the book. I did not enjoy the ending. The last book I read was an Afrikaans one, so I'm going to switch over to Afrikaans. Hierdie is Chris Barnard se Die Rebelle van Lafras verwy, en my tong knoop nou dat ek van Engels na Afrikaans gegaan het. Lekker mengels. Is 'n parre by neus en hier's 'n parre by my venster. No. Okay, so great stuff. So nog 'n boek van my physical TBR af. Yay! Wie kan hierdie boek onthou van skool? Ons het hierdie boek in graad 11 gelees. Ek weet nie hoekom nie. Toe ek hierdie boek gekry het in my kas, toe ek soos, oh my goodness, kyk hoe exciting is hierdie, 'n boek wat ek op skool gedoen het, kom ek lees dit weer en onthou soos, ek weet nie wat nie. Ja, kort boekie, ek weet nou nog nie hoekom het ons dit op skool gedoen, of wat was die les daaruit, of wat. Ja, die enigste deel wat ek regtig van hierdie boek geniet het, is die feit dat ek hou van radiodramas, okay? En hierdie boek is geskryf in dialoog, tipe van vir 'n radiodrama en 'n verhoogstuk, which is exciting, iets waarvan ek hou. Ja. So hierdie is my tweede Chris Barnard boek. Ek dink nie lelik nie. Ek dink dit gaan die laaste een wees vir 'n rukkie. Ek dink dit is tyd dat ek nou eers ander Afrikaanse skrywers ook 'n beurt gee. I feel like every month is a little bit of every genre that I like to read, and I'm excited to see what I'll be reading the next month and how many books I can actually get off my physical TBR. That will be great. Please leave a comment down in the comments. Give a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Remember to subscribe and let me know, have you actually read some of these books? I think some of them are a little bit random, except maybe the Louis Guglio book, and the others might not be well known. I don't know. I've no idea. I've by accident came across some of these books, but I enjoyed it. So let me know, have you read it? What did you think about it? Even Lafras verwy. Shaun die arme seun. Happy reading. See you next time. Bye.